All right, there's a new algorithm for polygroups by normal as well. So I'm going to take this project primitive that we made earlier in this series, and we're going to go down to our polygroup menu. And you see in here you have a group by normals. Now, to show this off on a little simpler model, let's go ahead and grab a poly mesh 3D. Let's go down here to the initialize, hit Q cube, turn on polyframe here. Let's go into BZM or Z modeler brush. And now let's hover over face, Q mesh, polygroup all, and then just Q mesh out some objects here so we can get some different angles going. Now if we go over here to polygroups, group by normals, by default the small dot is going to be selected, so there's a new dot option. You can click on this and make it open or closed. The closed dot is the usual regular group by normals. So you can see as we hit group by normals, anything greater than that max angle of 45, so this is a 90-degree angle, it's going to go ahead and group those into different groups. If we crank this max angle to 90, you're going to see it's going to group everything because no angle in here is greater than 90. So as we drop this lower, you'll get more and more resolution. If we hover over this face where the orange line is pointing this way, hold down the space bar, let's go ahead and do a bridge connected polys, and then just tap here and drag, and now you can just bridge those together. And then again, as we drag this smaller and smaller, you're going to see we're getting these angles grouped, and then as we drag this even smaller, it's going to start grouping more and more of these small angles together as we reach that threshold. If we drag to a very small one, we're going to get more and more angles here. If you do open circle and you do groups by normals, you're going to see even though we're at a very small angle here, it's not picking up quite as much information. And in fact, if we set this back to like 40, and do groups by normals, it's going to give you the same result. And if we go down here to initialize Q cube and do groups by normals, it's going to polygroup this into all one polygroup. So if you ever notice that it's not quite picking up on all the angles, make sure you have the small dot, and then when you do groups by normals, it'll go ahead and pick up those angles. Now, where that algorithm might come in handy is on more complex objects here. So if we have this kind of object, let's go into solo mode here. And if you want to make your own object like this, go back in this series and watch the project primitive functionality. So if we go down here to polygroups again, you can do groups by normals with the old algorithm. The old one is closed dot, the new algorithm is open dot. So we can do groups by normals, old algorithm, just go ahead and hit that. And if you turn on polyframe, you're going to see it goes ahead and tries to group these things by normals. Didn't do a great job here. Let's go ahead and lower that down. There we go. We're getting a little bit of a better result here. So we have these interior faces here are getting grouped, and then these exterior faces, and then finally this stuff right up here. So you can play with that angle to dial in the result that you want. Now if we do open circle and hit polygroups by normals, you can see we're getting a little bit more of a precise selection here. So we have the interior faces, these faces here, and these exterior faces. Let's keep dragging that down, again with the new algorithm. Now we're starting to pick up these angles in here, so now we have these interior spaces and these interior spaces. Let's keep dragging that down. Now even more fidelity in here. So on these nice complex shapes that aren't Z modeled, the open circle algorithm seems to be doing a much better job. And if we drop this actually below 10, now we're starting to get even more interesting breakup. Not only has it broken up the obvious separations here, like these interior spaces and these exterior lips here, you also have quadrants of the sphere that are being broken off. So you can use this for your high poly modeling if you want to extract off panels and stuff like we've gone over in earlier videos. Or you can even use this to UV your object here. When you go in here to your Z plugin and you do UV master, just make sure you have polygroups turned on, and wherever you have a polygroup, it'll go ahead and cut a seam line. So you can do very quick UVs with hard surface meshes on complex hard surface meshes using that new groups by normals open circle.